Christmas cadre. Happy December 25th for those of you not participating in Christmas this year. Or this year, probably any year. It's early. I just wanted to get up and get my shave in and video done. Share the morning with you guys before everything started, because who knows what'll happen then. We'll be using PDP 63 this morning. So, bloomed it while I was in the shower. Got some bloom water on my face using the brush of shame. If you don't know why, especially today, go watch that video. Now, I of course have many Christmassy type scents, right? Those that smell like cinnamon, those that smell like trees, those that smell like smoky fireplaces. So why this one? Because it came from my buddy TJ last Christmas. He was not my secret Santa for the year, but we kind of had a bond, kind of started wet shaving around the same time and kind of came up through the ranks together. Got a good mess going on here. Don will be happy with that. But he sent me a little present, and this is one I'd seen many people use, but I don't know, I was just like, it's got kind of a weird name. It's not a company that like has a whole bunch of scents out there. You have to bloom it, or you have to load it from a hard little tub. I can't scoop it out. Never would have bought this thing on my own. But TJ sent it to me for Christmas. I believe I used it right the day after Christmas. I loved it. So, reminds me of Christmas, reminds me of my buddy TJ and his family, reminds me of all the kindness and generosity of all sorts of people involved in this hobby. You see it kind of across almost any group where we gather together. There's a whole lot of more than willingness to help each other out, and hey, you said you want to try that, give me your address, that kind of stuff. So that's why this one today. Doesn't take much water to get going. People have been teasing me about my lather looks a little thin. It looks thin. It works well. Given, yes, it doesn't look, it's not camera sexy, I'm going to say. Did I have a TJ accent there just a little bit? I was thinking about him when I woke up. I said, boy, TJ said this, I'm bushed. I bet he'd say, I'm bushed. Sorry, but those of you with a southern accent, I imagine there's technicalities or little differences of, hey, that's not where I'm from. That's the next county over. Anyway, so I just always made my lather the way I made my lather, and it always worked. I found I can add less water to it and make it sexier for the camera. But seems to work just the same. Pushing kind of hard. I'm just trying to get this dude broken in a little bit. Now see here. Now say here. Sorry, buddy. I would personally add a little bit more water to this lather. But I'm thinking, see, you guys probably still think that's too thin. I'm thinking I could probably work it up so it's nice and thick and sexy looking, but I can still see my skin through there. See, this is an awesome lather, guys. I don't know what your problem is. Anyway, I'm gonna start a trend. thin lather. It's not thin. It's physically thin on the skin, but it's not like it's runny. It's not like it's shiny and goopy. It's not snotty. Yeah, what you got? Anyway, razor today. My favorite in TJ's, the Asylum RX, brother. So, also, big shout out to everybody that takes the time, spends the time watching part of all of my videos. Been getting some subscribers that aren't part of the cadre. So I thank you all as well. Every one of you means it. You're out there kind of supporting this, interested. Like I said, using your time. To watch this mug on a video. And you know, anybody not involved in this hobby, and even some that are, they'd be like, are you serious? You watch people shaving? But thank you. There we go. I do not have the matching scent for this one. Those of you that have it keep pointing out how everybody needs it, and you're correct. This is an awesome smell. I mentioned before, somehow I like this smell, even though it's kind of on the floral side to me, and I'm not. See, I'm just gonna do it. I think this is a little bit dry. I'm gonna add a little bit of water, because it's my face. Let's see what happened. Now see, you're gonna be like, see? No, you can see. It's like it's not even there. Yeah. Too much water. We'll fix that. There we go. But you know what? I got backup lather. So, other thing I was thinking about is just a big shout out to everybody that I think I mentioned this in one of my last videos, but those that can't be waking up this morning with their families. We've got at least one cadre member overseas, his family here back in the States. Gotta be a tough thing at times, all the time maybe. You've got cadre member, you know, we talk about those that first responders and the like. You got police on duty, you got the firefighters on duty, you got the doctors and nurses in the hospital, but not just the doctors and nurses. You got people that clean up the rooms, people that stock all the supplies, the people that make the dinner. But we got a cadre member works in electricity. I just pointed out somebody's got to be on Christmas. Make sure the power stays on. There's a whole lot of people like that out there. All that stuff we take for granted for working. Right? Those of you traveling, staying over holidays. Whoever's working at the gas station so you can fill up so you can keep going, right? So, thankful for all those folks that either, I know how that works. I was part of a seniority system there for quite a while, so by choice or not by choice, you're helping out everybody else today. And families may have had to adjust for that. And those people that don't celebrate Christmas, I feel like I don't want to make too big of a deal out of things, but I've kind of always, you know, I'm sure they've been through a lifetime of it, so used to it by now, but I just don't want them to feel forgotten today. I guess this is kind of like my Thanksgiving. I'm not too, Thanksgiving's really no big deal to me. Like the traditional meal, like the getting together, but when they say give thanks and all that stuff, I guess I reserve that in my own mind for Christmas time. So, whether or not you partake in the holiday itself, you're in my thoughts. Why do I feel like I'm channeling TJ a little bit still. A little bit of accent from nowhere. My brother TJ here with me in the shade. Alright. So I'm up before the kids who, even as teens, are saying, can we come wake you up? Can we come? I'm like, you're the ones that keep asking to stay if they can sleep in till 10. Not too worried about you waking up early enough to come wake me up. We've got a multi-stage Christmas coming up. Some presents early on, some presents after my parents fly in around noon. Whole mess of presents this evening when my daughter gets back. And once I'm up and out there, I'll open my Secret Santa presents. So there we go. All cleaned up. Look, I've learned to, I don't know why, Gear Noir, stropping my brush before I put it back. There's lemon. And you know, that's the one thing I would say I don't have is a quote Christmassy scent to put on afterwards. I should get some of that. I don't know if it's still available. The Christmas Eve splash from Sterling. What I will use for kind of personal reason is Missoni. It's kind of odd. It's just in my head. But it's from London. I think it's still a Harrods exclusive. Only been to London once. It was in the summertime. But I associate that with Christmas. We go to a Dickens fair. I wouldn't say every year. We've been to a Dickens fair many times. Where it's kind of like London. Back in the day, back in Dickens' time, people all dressed up, and just being there, it kind of feels like it would be an awesome place to be at for Christmas. So from there, I hope to one day, I'm gonna try KJ style. I do hair. Anyway, Merry Christmas, y'all. See, I don't know if TJ watches all these videos, but I hope he catches this one. because I'm amusing myself, TJ. Anyways, Merry Christmas, y'all. Happy December 25th, everybody. See you on the forums.